Our lesson today, inshallah, is comparing the measure of angles in a triangle. The relation between the two measure of an angle, two angles of a triangle when the two opposite sides are not equal in length. The objective here are rolled up. First, the number of axes of symmetry in the isosceles triangle is 1. Next, in triangle ABC, if AB equal AC and measure angle ABC and measure of AB equal AC, measure angle what? Measure angle A equals 60. This is the number of axes of symmetry. I want here the bisector of the vertex angle of isosceles triangle bisects the base and perpendicular to it. The first question here, the number of axes of symmetry of any isosceles triangle is 1. Number 2, each angle is 60 degrees, so the angle is equilateral triangle. So the axis of symmetry is 3 axes of symmetry. The bisector, which come from the vertex in isosceles triangle, bisects the base and perpendicular to it. This theorem in a triangle, if I have two sides have unequal lengths, one is long and other, they are different, the number is opposite to the angle of the greater measure. So the side, if in triangle, say in triangle ABC, measure angle A is the biggest measure, so the side which opposite to angle A is the longest side. Here, if I have ABC, measure angle B. If measure angle B is the greatest angle, so the side opposite to the angle is the largest side. So AC is the longest side. AC bigger than AB. He said that AC bigger than AB. So the angle which opposite to AC is bigger than the angle which opposite to AB. So the angle that opposite to AC is what? Is measure angle B. So measure angle B is bigger than the angle which opposite to AB. So measure angle C is the smallest. So measure angle B bigger than measure angle C. Again, if I have a triangle ABC, AC is bigger than AB. So the angle which opposite to AC is bigger than angle which opposite to AB. The angle which opposite to measure AC is measure angle B. So measure angle B bigger than measure angle C. Okay, I would move. You want to require that measure angle B bigger than measure angle C. Here I have a triangle. Okay, here. I want here to prove that measure angle B bigger than measure angle C. And first, I want to know that a triangle ABD is isosceles triangle. What's the meaning of isosceles triangle? That means that measure angle ABD equal measure angle ADB. Here have AB equal AD. So measure angle ABD equal measure angle ADB. And measure angle BDC is exterior angle of triangle BDC. And the BDC is exterior angle of a triangle ADB, and ADB is exterior angle of a triangle BDC. So measure angle ADB, ADB, bigger than measure angle C, because measure angle ADB is exterior angle of a triangle BDC. So measure angle ABD also bigger than measure angle C. In triangle ABC, if AC bigger than BC bigger than AB, so the biggest side is AC. Next, the second side BC, and the third side AB. These sides are arranged from big to small, descending. So the measure of angle B bigger than measure of angle A bigger than measure of angle C. Okay, measure angle B bigger than 60 degree, because if it's 60, so the angle is a triangle, it will be equilateral triangle and they are equal. But measure angle B bigger than is the biggest angle, so it's more than 60 degree. And measure angle C is the smallest angle, so measure angle C is the smallest, smaller than 60 degree. In triangle ABC, if measure angle B bigger than measure angle A plus measure angle C, so measure angle B is obtuse angle because it's more than 90. Again, if measure angle B bigger than measure angle A plus measure angle C, so measure angle B is more than 90 degrees. It's obtuse angle. In triangle ABC, if measure angle B equal measure angle B equal measure angle A plus measure angle C, so the angle it will be right angle triangle, because we took it before that the angle of B, if each angle equals the sum of two another angle, this will be right angle triangle. In this opposite figure, I have here quadrilateral. DC equals 3 centimeter, BC equal 2 centimeter, AB equal 5, and AD equal 4. Here he wants to prove that measure angle C equal measure angle A. I will make construction. I will draw AC to prove that measure angle C bigger than measure angle A. First, in a triangle ATC, I have here DC 3 centimeter and AD 4 centimeter and AD bigger than DC. So the angle opposite to 4 is bigger than the angle opposite to 3. So measure angle DCA is bigger than measure angle DAC and triangle ADC. Next, in another triangle ABC, I have here side BC 2 centimeter and AB 5 centimeters. So the angle opposite to side 5 bigger than the angle opposite to 2 centimeter. So measure angle ACB bigger than measure angle CAB. We're adding both of them. So measure angle DCB more than measure angle DAB. Again, I'll took the first triangle. I'll take the first triangle ADC. Here I have DC 3 centimeter and AD 4 centimeter. I have here AD bigger than DC. So the angle that opposite to side AD bigger than angle that opposite to DC. Then for measure angle ACD more than measure angle DAC. That's number one. Next, in another triangle ABC, I have here BC 2 centimeter, AB 5 centimeter. So the angles that opposite two sides 5, that AB is bigger than the angle that opposite two side BC. So measure angle ACB is more than measure angle CAB. By adding both of them, I'll add measure angle DCA and measure angle BCA. It will be measure angle C, and another angles, it will be the adding of DAC and CAB. It will be measure angle A. So I take measure angle C and make it bigger than measure angle A. That's required to prove. I want it. I have here first, since AB bigger than BC, then for measure angle 1 bigger than measure angle 2. This is number 1. In another triangle, here measure angle 3 bigger than measure angle 4 by adding both of them. So it will be measure angle C bigger than measure angle A. That's C1. Another example. In the opposite figure, AM bigger than BM. AM bigger than BM. So here first, I want to know what's the angle that's bigger than another. AM bigger than BM, so the angle that's opposite to AM is bigger than the angle that's opposite to BM. So measure angle ABM bigger than measure angle BAM. Prove that measure angle ABC is obtuse. Here, other proof that in triangle ABM, since AM bigger than BM, so the angle that opposite to the long side is the angle is bigger than another angle. So here it will be measure angle 1 is more than measure angle 2. This is number 1. And in another triangle, since AM equal MC, then for CM is bigger than MB. So the angle that opposite to CM is more than the angle that opposite to PM. So 3 is bigger than 4. I have here 1 bigger than 2. And 3 is bigger than 4. If I make adding to 1 plus 3, it will be more than 2 plus 4. And we said before that if I have angle more than the sum of two another angle, this angle it will be obtuse angle. So if I have adding, if I add 1 and 2, 3 and 4, so it will be measure angle B is more than the measure angle A plus C. So this angle it will be obtuse angle. I'll explain it again because this question is important. I have here triangle ABC. I have here AC bigger than AB, AC bigger than AB. Then the measure angle that opposite to AC is bigger than the measure angle that opposite to AB. Here I have triangle ABD is isosceles triangle. So measure angle ABD equal measure angle ADB. I have here exterior angle. That we know that exterior angle is the biggest angle. That exterior angle. Here I have since ADB is exterior angle of triangle BDC. ADB bigger than is exterior angle, sorry, this is of triangle ABD. This is the exterior angle of triangle BDC. The exterior angle here is bigger than is exterior angle of triangle DBC. Here I have measure angle ADB is more than measure angle C, and ABD is more than measure angle C, and measure angle ABC is more than measure angle C. Here AC is more than BC is more than AB. AC is more than BC is more than AB. So the biggest side or the longest side is AC. So the angle which opposite to the side which long, it will be the biggest angle. So measure angle B is the biggest angle because AC is the longest side. Then BC, so measure angle A is number 2. So AB is the last side, so the smallest side. So the measure angle C is the smallest angle. Okay, if I arrange it from big to small, it will be measure angle B first, then measure angle A, then measure angle C. And if I want to arrange it from small to big, I write measure angle C first, then measure angle A, then measure angle B. And I have here measure angle B is more than 60. Why? Because if it equals 60 and measure angle equals 60, it will be equilateral triangle. But because the measure angle B is the biggest angle, so it will be more than 60. And measure angle C is the smallest angle, so it will be less than 60 degree. So if measure angle B bigger than the sum of two angles, this triangle equal, is obtuse angle triangle because measure angle B is more than 90. But if measure angle B equal measure angle A plus measure angle C, this triangle it will be equilateral, right angle triangle, right angle triangle. Here, this example, AM bigger than BM. AM is bigger than BM. So here, AM equal MC. So also CM is bigger than BM. I want here to prove that measure angle ABC is obtuse angle. So I must prove that measure angle B is bigger than the sum of measure angle A plus C. Our here I put I'll get in triangle A and B. Here I have AM is bigger than BM. So measure angle ABM is more than measure angle BAM because the side AM is bigger than the side MB. So in another triangle CMB, I have here CM is bigger than MB. So measure angle CBM is bigger than measure angle BCM. So I have here, if I'm adding, or I add measure angle ABM and MBC, it will be measure angle B bigger than the sum of measure angle A and C because measure angle B or measure angle, if it's bigger than the sum of two another angle, this angle it will be obtuse angle. And if angle equal the sum of two another angles, this angle it will be right angle. And if I have angles less than the sum of two another angles, this angle it will be acute angle. In triangle ABM, since AM bigger than BM, I have here AM bigger than BM. Okay, I name measure angle A2 and measure angle ABM 1. So measure angle 1 bigger than measure angle 2. And this number 1. In another triangle, I have here the same answers that we saw because measure angle 3 is bigger than measure angle 4 because the CM is bigger than MB, so the angle opposite to it is bigger than the another angle of the small side. So 3 it will be bigger than 4. If I add 1 and 3, they are make an angle B, which will be the biggest angle. So will be the measure angle B bigger than the sum of 2 and 4. By adding 1 and 2, it will be measure angle ABC bigger than measure angle A plus measure angle C. So I want here, if I want to arrange it, the angles, the biggest angle the biggest angle it will be the angle which is opposite to the longest side, and the smallest angle is opposite to the smallest side. If I have angle is more than the sum of two angles, this angle it will be obtuse angle. If I have angle is equal the sum of two angles, it will be right angle. And if I have angle less than the sum of two angles, it will be acute angle. Okay. That's a comparing of angles of a triangle. Here is very important. I must know that measure angle. If I have measure angle B is more than measure angle A plus C, this angle it will be obtuse angle, so must be bigger than 90 because it's obtuse. If I have measure angle B equals the sum of two angle also, so this angle is right angle triangle is right angle, it will be 90 degree. If a measure angle B less than the sum of measure angle A and C, this angle it will be acute angle. And if AC bigger than BC bigger than AB, that means that measure angle which opposite to AC, measure angle B, is bigger than measure angle that opposite to BC, اللي هي A, and more than measure angle that opposite to AB, that's measure angle C. So the arranged angles, it will be measure angle B first, next measure angle A, next measure angle C. Okay. Here, that's the same of another triangle that we solved. Here I have a triangle ADC. I have here three, and this side is four. So the angle that opposite to three is smaller than the angle that opposite to four. So the angle three is more than angle four. And in another triangle, I have side 2 centimeter and another side 5 centimeters. So the angle that opposite to side five is bigger than the angle that opposite to two sides 2 centimeter. So the angle one bigger than measure angle two. So the sum of two bigger angle that it will be also bigger than the sum of two another small angle. So the measure angle DCA plus BCA more than measure angle DAC plus CAB. And that they want to prove that measure angle BCD bigger than measure angle BAD. That's our lesson, and that's our lesson. And thank you. Goodbye.